Hey guys, it's Phil of Hudson Games here, and today I wanted to talk about this picture, which is the picture from Scott Cawthon's website for the promotion of Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the final chapter of this rather crazy series. Now, I know that everyone and their brother has played Five Nights at Freddy's, and that everyone and their brothers probably theorized about this picture, just like, 8-Bit Gaming and Smike and others. But I had a thought, and I just wanted to share it with you all. Besides the fact that this guy looks absolutely terrifying. When 8-Bit flipped the image yesterday, and it's a nightmare, something hit me very, 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 very hard. I'm pretty sure others did too. I don't think this is actually going to be another game. I think this is actually going to be the nightmare mode everyone's been talking about. For FNAF 3. What I think Scott's going to do is it's either going to become like an addition to 3, because there was no nightmare mode, and that will basically answer everyone's questions. I mean, the fact that it is, going to take him a while to make this is probably because we're probably either going to go through 4 more nights in nightmare mode, which would be cool. If we in nightmare mode, instead of doing just 1 more night, you had to do 4 more, and as you do, you meet this guy, and you also learn about him, and you probably will learn about why Golden Freddy is the way he is, and why everything happened, and even the Bite of 87, which has been massively debated over the years. People have been saying that it was Foxy, that it was Mangle, that it was Springtrap, and some are probably even going to say it was this guy. I would say that it's probably going to be this guy, and if not, it's probably either going to be Mangle or some other thing that we haven't been told about. Another idea I had was, I was actually the one that first figured out that Springtrap was in FNAF 2 in the form of Shadow Bonnie, because if you do the comparisons, you realize that Shadow Bonnie looks a lot like Springtrap, and probably was. I also realized that while I was watching one of 8-Bit's videos about Balloon Boy's graveyard, that I was like, well, what if all these other Balloon Boys are the Balloon Boys that tried in the past to free these children, and they failed, and thus they must suffer too? So, I also thought that maybe the reason why all these other puppets had to come together to save Golden Freddy was because he was something really, really, really horrible must have happened to him to get him stuck there, and it required all of them to set him free. So what about this guy? Even if the children are free, well, what about this guy? That's what I'm wondering. What does this mean? It probably means that he's the one soul, he might be that one soul that required everyone to set free. Maybe. He might be. So, now on to this picture. When I look at this picture, I think to myself, well, he does look terrifying, but I'll be honest with you guys, when I first heard that FNAF 4 was coming, I was like, really, Scott? Really? But even before that, when I heard that there was a movie coming out, I was like, seriously? I'm not trying to say that it's horrible to make a movie off of this franchise. I'm just saying that it sounds to me like Scott handed everything to some movie makers and said basically, do my job for me, you people who know less about this than who know less about how to make a game and more how to make a movie. And I don't know if he's going to help them. I mean, if he does help them, then okay, but if he just leaves it up to them, who knows what's going to happen. Because usually when a game is turned into a movie, it either turns out horrible, or it never makes it, or it actually turns out somewhat good, but we don't know. I could list off a few movies that didn't turn out so well, but that's just me, but I'm not going to do that right now. Now, as people say, this is probably Fredbear from the very first diner, which means we're probably going to be in the first diner in this game, and hopefully every question we've ever had rattling in our brains will be answered And if you want to know the questions that have been asked, just look up 8-Bit Gaming or look up Smike, and you'll figure out what they've been doing. But yeah, so I also thought that, did you guys also wonder why when you slow down Foxy's attack in FNAF 2 and he says freedom when he kills you? Well, I thought to when I first heard that, I thought to myself, I bet you they all want to be free, and they think by killing you, they somehow will be able to be set free. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. It's great to see that there's going to be another one. I mean, I kind of wish God just wrapped it all up with 3. I kind of wish he would just reveal to us where the nightmare mode is. I mean, if this is the nightmare mode, then okay, fine. Fine. But if it is, and if there actually was a nightmare mode in FNAF 3, then for goodness sake, could someone please tell Scott to just tell us how to find it so people can, like, figure out how to play it, and if there's like extra story in there or something. But if there isn't, and this is the the nightmare mode, then that it would be really cool. Like I said, it would be really cool though if this was nightmare mode, and this was 5 extra nights that we had to go through, and every night got harder and harder to the point where we were literally actually absolutely terrified. I mean, I'm actually saying to Scott right now, if he's listening to this, I'm saying, Scott, please make this as terrifying as you can. Make like the final night as terrifying as possible, to where people, are literally crying out for mercy, as it were. Because that would be a good, farewell to everybody, to give them all the scare of they will never forget. Besides this game, there's another game that's coming out in October. I wanted to mention this all to you. It's called Asylum, and it's being made by the same people who made Scratches, and I'm sure a lot of you have been hyped up for it, because I am. It's still being created. I don't actually know if it's going to be out this October, but I'm hoping it is. And then there's another game that I'm looking forward to. It's Silent Hills, so I'm looking forward to that. It looks cool. I'm also looking forward to the upcoming movie Jurassic World. I'll be doing a review of that movie when I see it, and you guys can take what I say with a grain of salt, because I'm not like the voice you should, listen. You shouldn't take my opinion and be like, okay, he's right about everything. No, I want you all to have your own opinion. So, this was what I just wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys, will leave some theories in the comments below, and will like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Tip hats.